Shalom, it's me, Sudden Skye, and welcome back to Mega Man 4 for the NES. I know I've been taking a while for this part, but, I recorded this part earlier, and, it just dissipated into nothingness for some reason. Technically, I've already finished recording this entire Let's Play. It was just this part. I don't know why, but, let's get back into it. So this is a side-scrolling stage, a very rare appearance in Mega Man games. But it's not too difficult. You just want to avoid these circle electric spark things. I don't know what you call them for a lot of this stage. I like to stay high ground in this stage because I worry less about falling in the pits. You could grab yourself some weapon energy fillers up on the high ground. This stage is a breeze. Just don't fall, don't look down, don't get scared, don't get shook. You feel me? I do really like this design of the stage, very much so. Because they sort of reused the design or the style here in Mega Man 7 for Cloud Man stage, which, sort of makes sense. There's a bunch of clouds in the background. Probably wanted to reuse this asset, and, it looks cooler because that game's on the Super Nintendo, so I guess they wanted to see what they could do with the new technology they had. This section has these platforms that rise up when you jump off of them, but you gotta trigger them first by standing on them, where they descend lower the longer you stay on it. So you just want to keep jumping on it to get higher and higher and higher. Getting high like a kite, Mega Man, getting high like a kite. High like a gopher, Mega Man. And then you have these planetoid bots from Ringman stage. Oh, I gotta forward one rewind, huh? Yeah. Just let that platform disappear as you rise up that time, so you can just fall right through. Instead of what I just did at first, which was just fall in the pit. Die like a whole fool. Use the balloon power to get that E-Tank. If you don't have the balloon upgrade, I guess you're just assed out at that point. You should have got it. And now we have this robot, which is fairly easy. I like to use my Mega Buster on it. I don't know if you use anything else on it, but Mega Buster charge shots do pretty good job on it. For the most part, just climbing around the walls and the floors. Don't fall on the spikes. They're one-hit kills. And you gotta watch out for his pellets, because he's got good aim. Jeez. And I think they reused this design too in Mega Man X. And it was a small mook enemy, but still reused it, and it was blue, but it's very strange. They reuse a lot of the designs from this stage in particular, but just make easy work. We only had to destroy 2 of them, right? And we're now onto the final stage of the game. We're going to take out Dr. Cossack and bring everlasting peace once again into the Mega Man world. And you just waste the weapon energy like that. This stage isn't really too hard. You're just going up to Cossack. Just filling up your E-Tanks. Fill up whatever weapon energy you need along the way. Just take this Russian scientist out. Who does he think he is? Trying to dethrone Dr. Wily like that after 3 good runs of being defeated. He thinks, Cossack really thinks that he can take out Mega Man, the super fighting robot, the Blue Bomber. There's two paths to this stage, as you saw in the world map, or not the world map, just the castle map. I like taking this path here because it's less dangerous as it is in the other path, and we get to make effective use of the wire here, if these bats would let me. These big lit bats. And now we move on. You know, I love that bat enemy. What am I saying? Try to see if the balloon upgrade works, and it does not work. If it hits or if it hits the ceiling, it becomes useless and dissipates into the atmosphere, much like this part that I recorded earlier. Wonder why that happened. I haven't even talked about this Slinky enemy, have I? Isn't that a strange enemy to fight? Just like a whole, like, Slinky? Is that like a Russian-affiliated toy? I don't know. It's funny that he only appears in the Cossack castles. Unless we saw him earlier, then I must be forgetting. But it doesn't even have eyes. You probably could tell I've run out of things to talk about. But, hey, we made it to Dr. Cossack. Gonna kick his ass. And there he is. He is operating a crane-like vehicle. Where he likes to descend at you, and he likes to poke at Mega Man sometimes. Pick him up, put him down. Do not let him do that. When you're under him, or he's about to go over you, you want to slide under him so he doesn't pick you up with the quickness, and you don't want to have a bad time. If that happens, like a big chunk of your health gets taken away. Whoa, you almost got me there. But you want to use the junk shot. The junk shot. That's that's the Mega Man 7 garbage power. The dust buster, I guess we could call it, on him. I don't know if that's his true weakness, but you know, it does pretty good damage on him. So I figured, you know, why not? Anything else just bounces off of him or doesn't do enough damage. So, you know, oh, he got me, and then he dropped me. Jeez. Do not let that happen. As you can see, I was still trying to figure out his weakness. Then, you know, settle with the duster. Oh, hey, Proto Man. Please, Mega Man, don't! My father is not really evil. Dr. Wily took me hostage and forced my father to fight you. Please, Mega Man, don't hurt my father anymore. Oh, Kalinka. Father. Mega Man, forgive me.
You betrayed me, Proto Man. I'm going to break you, Mega Man.
Yeah. Dr. Wily was behind this the whole time. The whole entire time. Oh, dim eyebrows. And a significantly less annoying UFO than usual. And we have a whole other castle to take on in this part. Well, not this part. We're going to be taking on one of the stages. It's going to be pretty fun. But that right there was one of the reasons why I do not like Mega Man 4, was because of the fact that Proto Man only shows up for 4 seconds of this entire game. After all this build-up to Proto Man's character in Mega Man 3, got him being a rogue robot, like sort of like an anti-hero to Mega Man. Find out he's his brother, like so much, and he like sort of like is kind of nice to us in Mega Man 3, but he was evil at first, I guess. Only to have him just show up here for 4 seconds. I guess just bring back Dr. Cossack's daughter. I guess that sort of like just solidifies that he's on the good side now. or something. But, you know, it's just underwhelming, you know? Underwhelming. Proto Man's like one of my favorite characters, so I feel strongly about this. But now we are in Metul country, Metul town. Just a bunch of Mets in this swimming Mets, dancing Mets. Mets by the boatloads. And they're pretty easy. Most of them go down with one shot, except the dancing ones. Oh, little death there, but, you know, I was trying to show off Rush Marine. I wouldn't have died if I wasn't in that. And plus, I'm in turbo mode, okay? I deserve a little leeway. But, you know, Met's a very solid character in the Mega Man series. They show up quite a lot. Even in Mega Man X, when the technology is just supposed to be crazy there. Mets somehow are indestructible because of their hard helmets, so I guess that's why. A good reason to bring them back. You know, they could just stay in their hard helmets all day and Mega Man would not be able to do a scratch on them, but I guess they needed a way to attack Mega Man somehow. They even come back in the Mega Man Zero series, I think. Like, they show up once. Something. I don't know if they show up in Mega Man Legends, though. But Mega Man EXE, they're very prevalent in that, I think. They're like viruses. And the boss of the castle here is a giant Metul. Who would have guessed? Who would have thunk? Pretty easy boss. I think his weakness is the ring power, but you know, I didn't really care to investigate. Goes down pretty easy with the charge shot from the Mega Buster, and his strategy mostly pertains to just jumping around the Christmas tree, knocking these Metuls off the ceiling, making them drop in groups of 4, and they split from left to right, and you don't want to get hit by those guys. But they don't do a lot of damage. Just don't let this Metul land on you, and I think you should be fine. Everything should be hunky-dory. And as I let him land on me. The Metuls don't drop any health or anything useful like that, so you know, don't be waiting on that. And you want to jump to shoot the big Metul's eyes in order to actually land a hit. And flashing screen, and he's done! And that's pretty much it for this part. I'll see you guys later, so we can take on the big bad man himself.